والصلاة والسلام على رسول محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم. بركة الصحبة وخير الجميع. إنما أدري الشيطان بين العداوة والبغضاء. صدق الله. Allah Celle buyuruyor. Şeytan insanların aralarını düşmanlıkla, kötülükle, nefretle doldurmak istiyor.
Allah Almighty informs us that Shaitan wants to spread animosity and hatred amongst people. He wants to fill the relations with people, among people, with enmity, with evil and hatred. That is what Shaitan wants.
Şeytanın vazifesi budur.
And this is in fact Shaitan's duty.
Nerede güzellik varsa onu bozmaya ister. Yani o başka.
Wherever there is beauty, Shaitan seeks to destroy it for humankind.
Hayır istemez insanoğlu için.
Shaitan does not want any goodness for people.
İnsanlar da zamanda onun elinde oyuncak olmuşlar. Onun istediği gibi yapıyor.
And people now have become toys in the hands of Shaitan, and people are acting exactly as Shaitan wishes.
İstediği gibi insanlar hep ona tabi olmuş.
People have completely submitted to Shaitan.
Aile içinde birbirlerine düşmanlıklar.
You see people within the family becoming enemies to one another.
Kocaya düşmanlık, koca karıya, kardeş kardeşe.
Husband becomes enemy to wife, wife becomes an enemy to the husband, sibling to sibling.
Aile şeylere düşmanlık Allah Azze ve Celle'nin sevmediği.
And this is how Shaitan spreads enmity among people and within families. And this enmity is something that Allah Almighty does not love.
İnsanlar, Müslümanlar kardeştir diyor.
Allah Almighty declares that Muslims are nothing but brothers.
Müslümanlar ihtilaf olursa onlar aralarını yapın.
And Allah Almighty orders that if there's conflict among Muslims, reconcile them.
O ihtilaf kalksın.
Let that conflict be taken away.
Bir şey varsa, ihtilaf varsa onu iyiye olup barışmak.
And if there is a disagreement, interpret it positively and try to make peace among the parties.
Allah'ın sevdiği şeydir, Peygamber sallallahu aleyhi ve sellem sevdiği şeydir.
To stop disagreements, to stop conflicts, and to make peace, and to make people reconcile is what Allah Almighty loves, and it is what our beloved Prophet, peace be upon him, loves.
Müslümanlar bir olsun diyor, ayrılmasın.
Allah Almighty says that Muslims should be one and not separate.
Kalpleri ayrılmasın veya aralarına düşmanlık girmesin diyor.
Allah Almighty says that the hearts of the Muslims must not be separate, and there must not be enmity between them.
Şimdiki vakit düşmanlık, kötülük, nefret var insanların aralarında, aile arasında.
However, in the current time, there is enmity, evil, and hatred among people and within families.
O olunca da bereket olmuyor.
And when there is enmity among people, there is no blessing.
İmanları zayıflıyor. Çünkü Allah'ın emrine uymuyorlar.
And when there is enmity, faith weakens because they do not obey Allah Almighty's command.
Allah Azze ve Celle'nin emri birbirinizi sevin diyor.
Because it is Allah Almighty's command to love one another.
Peygamber sallallahu aleyhi ve sellem müminler hakiki imana yetişmez ki mümin kardeşini kendisi gibi sevmese
Our beloved Prophet, peace and blessings be upon him, says that a believer does not reach true faith unless he loves his brother as he loves himself.
Mümin değil, hakiki imana erişmemiştir diyor.
If a believer does not love his brother as he loves himself, he is not a true believer. He has not yet attained true faith.
Müslüman tabi olur da
One can be a Muslim, of course,
iman daha yüksek, daha güzel bir insan için, toplum için.
but faith, iman, is higher. It is more beautiful. It is a blessing for a person and for society.
Müminler her iyiliği onlarda bulursunuz.
In a believer, you will only find goodness, and you will only find every kind of goodness. In a believer, there is no evil.
Kötülük olmaz. Onun için
A believer does not foster any badness or evil within himself.
ne gibi ihtilaf varsa karşı tarafa onun mazereti var, yanlış anlaşılmış.
So again, whatever conflict there exists, assume the other side has an excuse. Assume that there was a misunderstanding.
Bu hemen onun üstüne saldırmamak lazım.
One should not attack the other side immediately.
Ona özür bilmek lazım. Mazereti var diye.
One must learn to pardon, and one must learn to see the excuse for that behavior.
Onun özrünü kabul edip
And one should accept an apology.
Haleti ruhiyesi galiba şeyde de kötü de bir şey söyledi, sonra o söylediği şeyden pişman olur diye.
And one should seek ways in order to stop conflicts, in order to stop disagreements, and in order to make peace. And if there is a state which you dislike, then look for an excuse of why that person may have done that or may have said that. Simply think that maybe the person's state of mind was not good at that moment when he said something. Maybe there was a reason why he said something wrong, and maybe he will regret it later. You should always look for an excuse.
Daha yok bana şöyle söyledi, bana böyle dedi diye.
One must not persist against someone saying and insist on someone's wrongdoing. One should not persist on fighting a person, constantly accusing that person that he said this to me, he said that to me.
Üstüne gitmemek lazım.
And one should stop attacking the other person of what he might have said or what he might have done. Instead, one should seek the ways to reconcile and to see an excuse and to forgive and pardon.
Allah insanlara bu güzel geçinmeyi nasip etsin.
May Allah Almighty grant people this beautiful way and understanding of getting along with each other.
Kardeş kardeşe, aile içi, akrabalar, taluklar, konu komşu hepsine hayırlı, güzel geçimler olsun inşallah.
May there be auspicious, beautiful relationships between siblings, within the family, among relatives, among your friends and close ones, among neighbors, inshallah.
Düşmanlık kalksın ortadan.
Let the enmity be removed.
Düşmanlık güzel bir şey değil.
Enmity is not a good thing.
Düşmanlığı ancak şeytan sever.
Only Shaitan loves enmity.
Allah azze ve celle sevmez.
Allah Almighty does not love enmity.
Allah muhafaza etsin.
May Allah Almighty protect us.
Allah tawfik. El Fatiha.